All right, as the title says, ZZP cold air intake install on a Saturn ion Redline. Bought this used off marketplace. It's got a few scratches, but I don't really care. All you're gonna see is like this. Bought a new filter and bought couplers. Putting the hose clamps on right now, but ooh. All right, here's the lovely engine bay. Forgot to show you me taking this off, but you gotta take this off. It's two little, I think, 7 mil socket, and then just a hose clamp. And you take that out. I don't know if you have to take off the throttle body, but I'm gonna just take it off for extra clearance. All right, took the throttle body off. It's 4 bolts, mine were 8mm. There's a connector on the back, and then just a brake booster line hose that you gotta get off. Next thing is to unplug your mass airflow sensor and take out a bolt right there. Move. There's a bolt right there where my finger is, and then there's one behind the radiator hose. Got the top piece off of the intake, and these 3 bolts were, at least for me, were 10 mils. Next is that bolt is a 13 mil. Got that nut off and it fell into the abyss. It doesn't matter because I'm taking the front bumper off now. All it is to take off the front bumper is these 4 little bolts. Okay, that's missing. So 1, 2, and then just 1 down here, I think. All right, got these 2 out, even though there's supposed to be 3. Now you put your hand in here. It's gonna be scary as hell the first time you do this, but there's 1, there's 2. And there's, do it on the other side, and then the under, and then front bumper comes off. Got the bumper off over there. Now, take off this bolt up here. I'm guessing that's like a 10 or 13. All right, so this one is indeed a 10, and this one I'm pretty sure is a 7. And you can pop this out. I already got that loose. All right. Got it jacked up. I've got the first intake piece off. By the way, anyone who has a stock one, you can just take this off and take that rubber part out and put these together. It'll be a lot louder. That's if you're staying with the stock one though. Now that I got this out, I've undone like a lot of plastics at this point. Had to jack it up so I could see under it, and then there's a 13 mil bolt hidden. I'll show you where that is. Bolt is on the transmission housing. You see from under here, this is where that pipe's coming out. This is the under. And then right up here is plastic. I think it's a 13. Let's see. Yep, that's a 13. All right. Somehow snuck through there. See the tube. Got to that 7 mil, and this was in there, so that's sweet. All we have left is the box. I'm gonna see how the hell I'm gonna get this box out. Okay, I took the bolt out of the bottom, and I don't want to remove any of this stuff because I'm lazy, and I don't want to reuse this stock intake or sell it. So that's where this comes in. As you can see, that piece right there and that piece right there, I destroyed my airbox with a hammer and a Sawzall. There's another piece over there. Now time to install the actual intake. Mass airflow sensor. MAF installed. Alright, so far I've installed the MAF, plugged it in, put back the throttle body back together, plugged in the wire behind it and the brake booster hose. I've got the coupler all locked up real good. And this, kind of pissed about the mounting for this. Said it was supposed to mount in on like the stock airbox thing, but whatever. I'll take this apart some other time. But right now I just want to hear this thing whine. Now I've got the other coupler down there. It's a really, like, it's resting on it. It's a bad clearance, but we'll figure it out. I don't know how this was supposed to connect here. Somehow there was supposed to be a rubber bushing, and I don't know. I'll figure that out. I'll L-bracket this hole. All right. So now the rundown. Got the throttle body on, that gasket, got the brake booster hose, clipped in the electrical connection for the throttle body, tightened up both the couplers. This thing's not going anywhere. Put the mass airflow sensor back in, plug that in. Oh yeah, that looks so cool. Routed it. I mean, it's just resting up against it, so in theory I can make a bracket or something for that in time. But now to listen to the supercharger whine. All right, well, my car started, so that's a good sign. Cleared all the codes, make sure there's no lights, nothing popped on immediately. So let's go drive this thing.